Welcome back. The time is 6:41 on this Saturday morning, giving you a live look at the downtown Oakland skyline. Thanks for joining us. The St. Anthony Foundation, a nonprofit with a familiar presence in San Francisco's Tenderloin neighborhood, is celebrating 75 years of service in the city. And during its many decades of work, the organization has been focused on helping people overcome serious challenges like homelessness and addiction. Joining us now is Dr. Larry Kwan, the CEO of the St. Anthony's Foundation. Larry, good morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, Max. Thank you for having me. Very excited about being here on this 75th anniversary.
Well, it's great to have you here. So first and foremost, let's dive right into it. What are some of the most important services that your nonprofit provides for people in San Francisco who may be struggling?
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, first of all, we provide a lot of services ranging from providing food in the dining hall to free clothing program to a hygiene hub where they can get showers. We now have a health service clinic that boasts primary care, mental health and addiction, and a recovery program. And your question of what is most important kind of depends on the individual and where they are in their journey to recovery. Sometimes it's just a meal, sometimes it's just a shower, sometimes it's a one-year program where they can recover from their addiction. And so our commitment is to be there for the whole person. We treat all our people, we call them guests, because we think hospitality is sacred. And in that caring, we're giving them a chance for them to make better choices and to recover from a lot of the wounds and traumas that they had in their life. And so that's kind of in a nutshell. The most important depends on the individual and where they are in their journey.
So Dr. Kwan, when it comes to helping each individual, each guest that you see, how does the nonprofit help people ultimately exit homelessness in particular? And what are some of those methods used to help make that transition a little more sustainable? It's really an incredibly difficult task.
Yeah, and a key thing to this paradigm is they exit themselves. It's a key value of ours is personalism. But what we do is provide the care and the context for them to make better choices. You can't exit out of homelessness if you're hungry, if you're cold, if you haven't had a shower. You can't exit homelessness if you're sick with diabetes, if you're suffering from addiction. You can't exit homelessness if you don't have a job. And so we are there providing those services to create a platform for them to exit themselves. And the key piece to this is care. We are there to care for them so that out of that love, they make better choices.
That really can go an incredibly long way, a feeling of knowing that you are in good hands and knowing that there is somebody who does care for you. I think we forget about that a lot of the times. So 75 years in San Francisco for the St. Anthony's Foundation. As we look ahead to this year, what are some of the big events that you guys have planned for this year-long celebration?
Yeah, the whole year is going to be marked. So we're going to do the same things that we've always done. Golden Gate, we have a giving thanks on Thanksgiving on the Golden Gate. We have holidays, we have galas. And so there's something similar and not. We're going to celebrate and reflect on what these 75 years mean with the same services and the same events, but in a moment of reflection to see how we're going to be around for the next 75 years.
So over the course of 75 years, I take it the organization has evolved and changed. Some of that work, what has changed over the last 7 decades?
Yeah, it's interesting. I would say it's about scale and depth. 1950, Father Alfred Bodecker started with a dining hall serving probably hundreds of people at the corner of Golden Gate and Jones. We now have a dining hall that serves 2,000 meals a day. Francis Curry, one of the first public health directors in San Francisco, started in a washroom next to that dining hall, taking care of tuberculosis patients that were in the dining hall. We now have a health services that sees 13,000 appointments a day, providing primary care, behavioral health, and a 60-bed recovery center. So we're doing the same thing. We're being there for the neighborhood and for the Tenderloin individuals. We're just doing it a little more, a little deeper, but the mission hasn't changed.
Dr. Larry Kwan, CEO of the St. Anthony's Foundation, 75 years in San Francisco. Thank you for joining us this morning. And of course, thank you for what you do for our community here in the city.
Oh, no. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And if you guys want to help, please check out our website, santanthonyssf.org. We're totally privately funded, and we can't do this work without our caring community. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Larry Kwan. Now let's get to the weather.
All right.